What's going on, everybody? Welcome on back to the channel. For this video, I'll be going over some advanced and unique tech that you all possibly may not know about. So without further ado, let's get started. For Alice's stun loop combo, you're going to want to have scientific correlation and also mind bombardment equipped. That way, you're able to put down 2 mines instead of 1, and also, upon each hit, you're reducing your cooldown in order to put down another skill. Shout out to Doomtoon for even giving me inspiration as to using Alice's rare ability after it got reworked. As you all may be familiar with Alice's air auto, did you know that there's actually a difference in between her reverse air auto and her forward air auto? The difference is that her forward air auto actually knocks them higher in the air, while the reverse air auto keeps them lower to the ground. So anytime you're trying to go for a mind gimp or just go for a mind combo, if they're at a lower threshold, you're going to always want to go for the reverse versus going for the forward one. On the topic of landing air autos in order to hit people into your mines, you can actually use your ground auto to hit people into your mines as well. All you have to do is land the first hit and then reverse it, and there you go, if you're close enough to your mine. For this next piece of tech, big shout out to Michaela for discovering this and sharing it with our community. If you end up going off of the ledge, you can use your skill and it counts as an air skill. So I'd suggest playing with the roster and seeing how cool this new tech can actually be, as we call it the Mika tech. Now, we all know that you can auto forward with Cindy, but did you know that you can still hit people with the reverse auto? Major shout out to Meza FGC for discovering this, and then I expanded upon it by seeing exactly what type of combos you can do with this new piece of tech. With Kootenai, we all love our air combos, but did you know that the second and third hit of his air autos actually could scoop people off the ground? This could lead into a seriously cool combo by using the air ultimate into air skill into even more air autos. For this piece of tech, huge shout out to the Korean players of Smash Legends. A Korean player stopped by my stream and showed me how to do a proper double jump with Ravi. For legends that have an air skill that lifts them back in the air, if you time it just before you touch the ground, you can actually jump again at the end of the air skill animation. For Peter, he may not seem like he has a lot of sauce, but actually, here's some sauce for you. Peter is able to do 2 forward autos into a reverse auto, and then that combos into his ultimate. As for his skill, for opponents that have at least 80% or higher HP threshold, he's able to do a ground skill into his ultimate. These 2 combos are extremely sick, but keep in mind that you also have to be extremely close in order to pull these off. Now, not everyone may know exactly how Nui's skill works. Nui's skill hits opponents in the direction that she originally casted it from. Keeping that in mind, if you happen to still be in that direction, you can now combo this into air auto into her ultimate. Lastly, this is something that I never see Nui players do, is that you can cast your air auto and the moment the orbs come out, use your ultimate. That way you're covering yourself while you're using your ultimate. For Master Cat, the bread and butter is typically ground skill, air auto, into air auto again. But what if your opponent actually doesn't jump and just ends up falling out of it? This is where I created the OS standing for option select, so instead of jumping, you fall down with them into another air auto, is going to be a falling air auto, into a ground skill, another air auto, in which case leads into your ultimate. This punishes people that tries to fall out of Master Cat's combo, inevitably leading it to be a 50-50, and now you, along with your opponent, has to guess to either jump or not to jump. For this piece of tech, you're going to need a ledge. If you're playing as Ducky or even Kaiser, you're able to use the ledge in order to cancel the animation of your ultimate. This negates Ducky having to land and then getting punished, and it also negates Kaiser from having to flex and eat a lot of damage during that animation. So if there's a ledge around, get ready to ledge cancel. Next up, we're going to talk about delaying your autos. Delaying your autos has a multitude of reasons as to why it's actually good. This allows you to stall if you're playing Dom. It allows you to think into which direction you want to hit your opponents in. Specifically for Alice, you have to wait until your opponent touches the ground before you could go for a reverse auto and hit them into the mine. There's just a lot of things that you can do with this. This tech is specific to Cindy and Snow. Calling back to delaying your autos, if your opponent happens to be mashing their ultimate while they're getting hit, you'll create an opening for them. That way you can react, follow up with your next auto, hit directly through them, and then follow up with a punish, getting additional damage in as you follow up with another combo. Lastly, let's talk about hit stop during team modes. If you notice that the enemy team has a Master Cat and they end up hitting one of your teammates with their ultimate, then you can actually hit the Master Cat in order to create an opening for your teammate to return with an ultimate themselves, inevitably escaping the ultimate. This is going to wrap it up for all of the advanced and hidden tech that I have to share during this video. If you guys would like to learn about even more tech that I have to offer, then definitely be sure to join up in my Discord in the description below. And also, if you guys would like to share tech with the community, then definitely be sure to comment in the comment section below where you found it, or even if you invented it yourself. This is Metsu. Hope you guys take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.